Okay, here I'm back. The Kira cabinet broke because it fell over another piece of furniture. They tried to break the futon, but they weren't strong enough to do it. So everybody tells me it's kids. They haven't found them because it's kids. I don't think it's kids. Someone was protecting somebody. Weird things were going on. There was a guy next door. He wasn't a big guy, but he was a man. A man can break the back of an angry man. I would think can break the back of a futon with his foot, if you. But okay, the guy next door is insane. He was raging and he was insane. He was off his meds or whatever. And the night that after everything cleared up, and I felt okay going back in there. Um, they I thought I heard people yelling outside. But he went ballistic. He started banging on the walls, boom, 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 boom on the walls, and screaming. And I called the police. I called 911, and they're like, big fucking deal. Okay, I had to. I was not in any confrontation mood at that time. I was in shock. So I was like, I've just been broken into. All this weird shit is happening. This guy's going nuts. I need to, well, whatever. So they never came. Police never came. And then other strange things would happen. Other people would pop off. I ended up calling a state representative over that because the police would not come. They would not come out. And there was a lot of weird stuff. Someone tried to run me over with their car when I tried to get their license plate, and then they ran off, and just all this weird shit happening. And I was stressed to the max. I was, you know, going through, just stressed out. I started smelling a smell, and I called maintenance, and I was like, like, we don't smell anything. I was like, this is a smell. And then, you know, there would be drug addicts that would come and sit at my pod, just apartment away. I'd come home late at night, and there's two 20-year-olds. Okay, and like I said, it's 55 and over. At the youngest, 36. What are you doing sitting at the picnic table next to my apartment after someone's broken in? So I would go, get the fuck out of here. I didn't care, and then they go, be on the phone with 911, and they, let out, because it was the, I was making the block hot. The block was going to be hot, because I'm not about to get, you know, let things slide and act like I don't see anything, and then end up, with someone coming in. But that was a weird incident, and that was the height of the weirdness, And then, the first times, couple of times I talked to the detective, he acted normal. He acted like he gave it down. Then I call, see if they do, stop calling here, leave us alone. So obviously Metro had someone break in and scare me, and I eventually moved on to another place, with metal doors and metal locks, and just a different place. And the birds are going out. I didn't even want to talk to this, but this whole thing with the timeline, and this man, he was in he was ready to do his interview, then he lit out of there. He's in. I just hope that innocent people get the help they need, get the compensation they need. I hope that the national media, you know, doesn't play in like the local media into police, into the casino industry. The national media's got nothing to gain from our fiefdom here in Las Vegas. So that's just what I'm talking about, and you know, just a little insight. I just wanted to tell my story. So if negative stuff comes out about this guy, I'm gonna say this: don't believe it. Don't believe it. It's like the suicides of the Black Lives Matter people. Strange shit is brewing, and I pray that everybody involved, all these innocent people, get just under Jesus's care and provision. And this man, I I don't know him. I don't know situation. I just if my opinion, they haven't dredged up anything on him. Obviously he's a normal guy. It wouldn't look right for them to do it right now, but if things start looking sideways, and then the deal. Okay, well, thank you. This is this second part of the video. My phone's doing weird things, so I cut off the first part, but bye bye.